Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go visit Dave's place. Dave is someone I met on YouTube, and he has imported one of these mini excavator for his own personal use about 4 years ago. At that time, there's no EPA models, so I think he's probably one of the very early person who has done the import. And we'll go check out his place. He lives in the wooded area. It's all hills, so just you can do amazing thing with these little excavators. Okay, if you have not done so, please hit like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll go check it out. Let's go. And this is the magic of video editing, and I will be there shortly. No, I do not drive that fast on my truck. If you look at outside the window, you see all the tall redwood trees. This is Los Gatos, California, and it's a wooded hills. And this is the XN08 that he imported a few years back. And last time when I was here, this thing was all the way behind the trees on top of the hill. And he has about 13 acres here. And he brought it down, and he is trying to do a little path to the left of the machine, as you can see. At the turn of the switchback, not too far from the photo, he decided to do some manually and brought down the tractor just for safety concerns. And we can take a look. So I want to do a little feature on his Rhino here. So he imported about close to 4 years ago, and at that time none of the manufacturers make the EPA models, EPA engine models. So basically they import one without an engine, and he managed to put one in. So he fit one in there. He added a little fan, cooling fan, which is like a computer fan, and he took out the battery control, redid his wiring, and then he did a big air intake, and that's the exhaust muffler. And for the prior models, they really don't have any hydraulic fluid filtration. So he added a canister filtration here. Basically, it's accessible without removing any covers. And he has used this machine for the past couple years, and he did a lot of gradings. You can see these hills are pretty steep, and in a little bit we can even walk all the way up there. A lot of trails still. So he also modified it, and he had made the hydraulic thumb to it. You can see his welding and all that stuff. And he uses a rake that he bought and made a hydraulic thumb out of it. That's the bucket. So this is the very original Rhino 0.8 ton excavator.
And again,
You want to?
now.
So where are you working on now?
Well, I tried that, but I decided not to. So what I'm going to do next, I put the wide bucket. See, I use the wide thumb because I can actually lift dirt with this thing. You saw it with the ripper tooth, which I really like too. But the wide thumb, I use a narrow thumb on my backhoe, but this really works.
It's a lot of
what I'm going to do next, well,
you didn't do a burn day this year, huh?
I just did one big one yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And
oh, I see the fresh mark on the ground.
I cleaned up a lot right up there of the burn pile there.
These are still pretty steep hills for a little tractor. So that's my truck right there.
Even
It's steep.
Coming down.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to slow down. So it's a jerk.
So with your tractor, with your little one-ton machine, does it feel like it's going to run off?
Oh yeah.
On
It doesn't
this?
take any kind of slope. So
Yeah, we'll try to get you some of those balance valves.
what's neat about this machine, this is
Oh yeah, that's all fresh mark.
4-in-1 bucket. This is great. That little XN08 right here. Dig here, spin 180 degrees and jump there.
Oh, that's, you filled it. You filled that portion.
This is the mudslide.
Yeah.
The mudslide was up to here. No big deal. But I moved it all here.
Right.
And it's not, other than the 4-in-1 that cleans it up,
Uh-huh.
moving dirt with a tractor where you dump it on the side is hard.
Little machine did its job.
Because it does a 180-degree swing.
Right. That's nice.
So
yeah, I see the little
I'm
mark.
probably just going to clean that up with the 4-in-1 again. And
That's nice.
but here's the slope there. Won't bother you because you can load your machine on a pickup truck. But look at that.
Yeah, but as far as for work goes, you know, still kind of. Yeah, look at that. That's steep.
That's the steepest. Now I can actually get up that slope though.
Right.
You can see my tracks.
The little rhino go up and down. Just gotta be very careful.
Oh, of course.
You don't want to flip it.
Always,
Yeah.
Always boom uphill. Technically, I can go down with boom downhill on this slope, but it's basically
It's
jerky and it's on the ground.
Yeah, the bucket has to be in the ground pretty much to acting as a stop.
And it makes a mark, of course.
But this is pretty amazing that little one-ton machine
You
can do a
walk
lot
on
of
that,
grill.
and you tell me how steep you think it is. 410.
Yeah, 40%, huh? Yeah, see, this is the hills, and you know they've graded with his little one-ton machine, so you can do a lot. That's pretty. Yeah, it's steep. In the camera, you can't really tell, but. Whew.
Yeah, almost slipped right here.
Yeah.
And if we look at the hill above and the trail that he has graded, and we draw an imaginary line right here, you can see how steep this is. And this is about, I would say, 30% slope, maybe 20 to 25 degrees. And last time when I was here, the tractor was all the way at the end of the trail up the hill, and he has brought it down here. And can you imagine he has graded over a mile of trail on his property? It's about 13-acre property. It's all hills. And now we're looking at these galvanized stakes. And again, he said that these were set at perpendicular, so plumb to perpendicular, so we can also draw a line on the ground and we can see approximately how steep this is. And he said that this is the steepest part of his trails. And in general, I think these are just indispensable tool to have, these excavators. Small and with a price mark, it's just a no-brainer. What we see here is Dave operating his little mini excavator with a ripper tooth on. He was clearing out rocks and tree roots to make trails on his property. In my opinion, these little excavators are just indispensable tool to have. Doesn't matter what kind of terrain you got for your land, you can just do so much with these. If you would like to import one, you can look at my step-by-step how to import video. And if you would like to buy a landscape body tractor, you can also buy directly from the factory in China. If you are not too far from Northern California, you can just buy one from me here in my yard in San Jose. If you find this video helpful, please leave me a comment and don't forget to hit subscribe and like button. And I will see you next time. Thanks.